Hello traders, Andrew from Bearable Traders. Today, I had made a trade on Tesla and I had to get out of the trade because I noticed that the risk to reward in that trade is not in my favor. Risk to reward was 1. Essentially, I was risking the same amount of money that I was expecting to get from that profitable trade. And I got out of it. It was painful, especially to see that the trade actually went into my direction that I wanted. Tesla continued went higher. But I'm not really that angry because the concept of risk to reward is extremely important to become a consistent trader over the long term. You know, as a trader, you want to take trades with the risk to reward of 2 to 1 and more, like 3 to 1, 4 to 1, and 5 to 1. If you take trades that have 1 to 1 risk to reward, essentially risking $1,000 to make $1,000, over the long term, you're not going to be profitable because consistency comes from high probability and high risk to reward trades. Because essentially 50 to 60% of your trades might be getting stopped out. Therefore, you want the ones that work for you to be very profitable. It was painful because Tesla went and did exactly what I was expecting. But again, as a trader, you shouldn't be very happy or very sad with your risk management rules. Risk management rules and trade management rules are to protect you and protect your account. Let's take a look at the trade and I explain that how it works. Remember, if you want to join us in San Diego, we are still have some spots to trade with all together live in a 2-day event full of presentations and webinars. And also, if you like the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Let's go to the recap. Thank you for watching.
All right, guys, talking about the risk to reward. So the concept of risk to reward is extremely important because if you take the trades that you have the risk to reward ratio, you need to have at least 51% accuracy to be really profitable. And the profit is going to be very small, probably, if you only 51% accuracy. But if you take the trades that have higher risk to reward ratio, like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, then with a very, very low accuracy, you can still be very, very significantly profitable. So the 21%, it means that from each 5 trades that you make, only one of them needs to work. But if you have a really good risk to reward, then you are still profitable. And that's amazing because the accuracy of 50% is something that you can expect. Nobody can be really 80% or 90% accurate. That's why having a good risk to reward is extremely important. Now here, this is a trade that I did on Tesla. I noticed that Tesla is going up significantly, and I really kind of not, expecting it's gonna go to break of high of the day, and that time 197. I went long. And for about a couple of minutes, I was staying in there, and I was expecting when I came long here. Let me actually go zoom in a little bit for you. When I went long, I was expecting that this is gonna continue going up significantly faster and with more momentum, but it didn't. And I stayed sticking around, and eventually I got out of it after about 10 minutes that I noticed that it's not capable of going higher. But why did I get out? Because originally this trade, even though it was an ABCD pattern and you could expect a breakout eventually from, but the risk that I was trying to take was essentially VWAP, and that's a very, very significant risk that I was taking just to get almost the same amount of reward, so the profit. So this is called a 1-to-1 risk to reward, and generally this is not a good trade that you take. That's why I eventually said, you know what, I don't like this trade and it's not a good risk to reward, and I got out of it. After I got out of it, it started running up much faster and bigger than even I was anticipating, and I missed the whole move, and there was a big FOMO and big regret here happened to me. For me. But I think overall, sticking to this and accepting a little bit of a loss, especially when you're taking larger positions, actually on the long term would be better for you because you don't want to risk the same amount of money that you potentially can get. And I wasn't expecting the Tesla go to 200. So someone might say, okay, why not giving a smaller risk, stop loss or risk? So why not just giving it this much, and then you have a much better risk to reward? And this is a very, very important question. It can be very, very confusing because for a stock like Tesla that has a huge volatility, you have to give this one some sort of room not to get a stop out. See, each candlestick has almost $2 movement here. Therefore, you have to give it some sort of a flexibility. You know, if the moving averages were kind of a little bit on the upside, I might have given a little bit of room on the moving averages, but you know, you have to give this one a little bit of more room. That's why the VWAP was a more meaningful risk here in this case. If you make your stop loss too tight, then you constantly get chopped up in these movements. And you do not want to get chopped up as a day trader when you're trading shares. Another way of trading it is actually you could essentially buy some sort of a Tesla calls at 190 or 189, and you know, in that time a little bit of a chop, you know, wouldn't be impact you because your strike price was somewhere a little bit lower. But overall, the message here, guys, is very, very, very clear that do not take the trades that has low risk to reward ratio. And this is extremely important for you guys to remember, and I hope that you learn from it. If you have any question, guys, let me know. And overall, I hope that everybody had a good day. Thank you.